Okay, now we're on the third engine. The third engine, this is the actual drive engine. This drives the cart. It has a whole primary section here that turns off of this pulley. It's a brand new belt. The paint is still fresh and new, and the belt is new, so there's still a little friction, so that it might, even though that you're not stepping on the drive pedal, it'll still move a little bit until this all gets worn in. We wanted to make sure it had a new belt before we sold it. So now this engine's a little different than the other two. This has two different gas locations. The first gas location to start the engine is going to be here. You have to fill this cup up about maybe 2 inches of fuel, a little bit less, about up to here, right? You know, and right around this area, 1.5 inches, say. Okay. After you fill that with fuel, you shut this cap. Right here, you shut this cap over, and then this is your adjustment, okay, for this fuel to get to the engine. So you're going to have this open, which I'll pretty much preset it for you, which it already is. You're going to, after you're done with that, you're going to go to the other side, the driver's side, and the crank handle there is for it. After it's running, your second gas location is located on the other side of the engine, which would be right here. It's on the driver's side. You're going to slowly turn this out about 1.5 turns to 2 turns, depending on the weather, and it'll take over. It'll suck fuel from the other tank, from the main gas tank. Okay, so we're gonna go through all the steps here. We'll open our cup. We're going to put gasoline in it. Like I said, about 1.5 inches to 1 inch. That should be plenty. Okay. Now, shut our cap. That should be right at the location it should be at. That should be good. Right there. Now, make sure your run cycle is on. You're going to pour water in the top like we showed you before in the first engine, and as well as the second engine. And that should be plenty. Okay, now you're going to turn your oiler on. Now you're going to walk around to the other side. Okay. You grab your crank handle, which is right here. This will come with it. Put your crank handle in and lock your tooth in. See how it's locked in like that? There's a little lever right here. You want to make sure you have that locked into the keyway. Okay. You want to be up on your compression rung, because you're going to be turning the crank this way, obviously, because it won't turn the other way. It'll freewheel. But make sure when you have it started, you get this crank handle off fast. It'll pull right off. Okay? This is a little tough. Just get spinning. But there you go.